What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. I want to wish each and every one of you guys a happy new year, and hopefully it's a good year for you and me. 2025, we here, baby. So let's get into this whole situation. Let's talk about Shay. Shay Johnson from Love and Hip Hop Miami. She is doing way too much. It's like, girl, you done already disrespected your mother. You done already disrespected your brother, and just because they throwing you a party, you want to go ham. You want to throw the cake on the floor and not pick it up afterwards. Like your mother, your maid, she's already watching your child while you basically having a breakdown about a man that been lying to you the whole time he been with you, and he wants to be in Milwaukee, and he told you he wants to be in Milwaukee, and he had two 16-year-old boys that you had no idea or knew anything about, but yet you still gonna, go ham on your brother, go ham on your mother. Like, they ain't depressed about you not being with him because they know he ain't no good, just like you know he ain't no good. But in any event, I think Shay is still with the man, okay? Shay did not let that man go. But in any event, Shay is basically doing way too much. Her family threw her a party, basically trying to bring joy and say, hey, you ain't with this man no more. We so happy we back together as a family. I bet that man is out there cussing out his mama, his brother, or his baby mamas, or whoever he's messing with. If they throw him a party, he's going to be respectful and be happy, because you know what? He can't be in between your family. And now Shay just threw the cake on the floor. She was just like, I can't believe these guys are celebrating. Like, what, they supposed to be depressed because you depressed? They know that God done blessed you and took that man up out your life. You're sitting there having fights and arguments with this man day in and day out. You say he ain't even taking care of your daughter. He's not a good father. Then you say he don't pay child support to his other kids and things of that nature. Why you sitting there crying and moping if you know all this about this man? Like, child, move on. You've been in a relationship before. You done broke up before. You done been hurt before. And then Mama D's in the picture. Mama D is trying to basically hook Shay back up with Scrappy, and we already know that whole situation is not going to go down. Scrappy is out here in these streets for sure. But in any event, Shay attitude is just so nasty sometimes. Like, you don't got to be so downright nasty and disgusting towards your mama. Your mama and your brother put a song together for you, even though that song was kind of cringy, but they was thinking about you and your well-being, and happy that you have been removed from that dark place and that dark era of your life, and you still want to hash and still want to be depressed over the situation. They trying to bring joy to you. They trying to let you wake up, because this man came between your family, and you should be happy that your mama still is there for you. You drop your daughter off at your mother's house. Your mother's watching your daughter. Your mother and your brother, throwing a party for you, getting a cake, getting t-shirts for you and things of that nature. You're not even appreciative of it. You just think like everybody's supposed to be moping around because some man that ain't been no good to you ain't with you no more. Like, come on, girl. Like, you could have sat there and been like, okay, thank you guys, I appreciate it, I'm still hurt. Yes, we know he's gonna be in your life forever. That's what you said. He's Jaya's father. He's gonna be in her life forever. But if he in his other kid's life, what makes you think he's gonna be in Jaya's life? Do you think he didn't had a change of heart? But in any event, Shay, you do too much, and you better be glad your mother and your brother stick beside you all the time. You just crying in their face like you some little teenage girl, like you some little whoop puss. Like, girl, like, come on, like, you doing way too much. But in any event, when it gets down to the situation with Shay, she meets up with Flo, and she just lets Flo know, like, girl, Amada is playing in your face. Amada, basically is trying to get up under your skin. And we have Flo basically talking about that, her sister told her this. Gael says, she shouldn't worry about it. That's what she's doing. And Shay saying, girl, you shouldn't even listen to none of them. You shouldn't listen to your sister. You shouldn't listen to nothing. And basically, when it comes to Flo, she believes that Amara is basically coming after Marlon, her husband, is because Gael allegedly was intimate with Alan, which is Amara's baby father child. They just be recycling lies and recycling each other, okay? But in any event, Shay gave her some good advice, and I hope Shay really has a friend when it comes to Flo, because it just seems like Shay has been a friend to a lot of females on the show, and they turned their back on her. But in any event, you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation. let's talk about this whole situation. It was such a mess with So Unique and Trick Daddy. Like, OMG. Why did Trick Daddy read her down to the ground? Why did Trick Daddy, talk to her like she was just nothing? Like, she, like, get up out of Miami. Like, Lord have mercy. But in any event, Trick Daddy alleges that So Unique was out here in these streets on social media basically saying Trick Daddy was giving her some cookie and she was giving him some honey and some uchiwali out here in these streets because, he had to pay to get some or whatever. I don't know, why would you let people know that you out here selling what you got, girl, selling your cookies and your honey and things of that nature. But in any event, they had to sit down, and when it comes to Trick Daddy, he didn't appreciate her being on social media, and she kind of halfway admitted that she lied about Trick Daddy paying her for some uchiwali, okay, some honey. But Trick Daddy was very upset because he don't want nobody. He don't want nobody talking to Joy. He don't want nobody say anything to Joy. Joy's his heart. He loves Joy. He might be mad or upset with Joy for right now. He's not talking to her, speaking to her, whatever the case may be. But she got his heart. He won't give her a divorce, and he makes sure each and every man that she has, they go through a hard time because he ain't letting her go. She can't get apartments in her name because of tax liens with her and Trick Daddy, whatever the case may be. But So Unique went to talk to Joy. I guess the producers convinced her to do that, and Trick said, not today and not ever. You ain't nothing but, a clout chaser. And then, So Unique was like, there's nothing left in me. I can't take it no more. You done took it off from me. You done took everything from me. Like, how he took your soul, he took your heart, he took your standing, he took your money. I thought he was paying you money. He took it all from you, girl. You let this man do you like that, child? Like, what's up? Who raised you? Where are you from? Like, why is this going on? Why you letting Trick Daddy play in your face? And Trick Daddy was just basically running her down, saying that she was acting like she's unhinged. And then Trick Daddy said, what, you threatening me? She's like, what you want from me, Trick? And Trick said, get out of Miami. She goes, I run Miami. He goes, you don't run nothing but your mouth. I was like, Lord. He called her ignorant. He called her dumb. He said she's dumber than a bucket of rocks. Like, he was just talking all types of ish to her. Like, child, she was just like, I can't, what else you gonna do to me, Trick? I hope when you look in the mirror and you feeling good about yourself, knowing what you did to me, child, I wouldn't even give him that much pleasure, especially on TV. I wouldn't let him even think that he even did anything to me at all. I would been to ghost him and everything, child. And why are you going to speak to Joy anyway? But in any event, Trick, security done jumped in the way because Trick was like, you trying to threaten me? Then Trick turned around and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the circus. You have lions, tigers, and that bee over there. I was like, what's going on? Like, he is a mess, and he did this in front of everybody. Like, how you let Trick Daddy read you down to the ground? You could have read him, child. But in any event, it seems like this relationship was So Unique, and Trick Daddy probably wasn't real from the jump. But in any event, it's over. No more storyline, no more filming with Trick or none of that. Okay, Trick is gonna find him another storyline somewhere else. He gonna just continue with the twins and his son and his restaurant. But in any event, So Unique, lift your head up and stand up and get strong, and don't let no man run on you like that and dog you out like that and talk to you like that. Come on. Like, he calling you ignorant and everything else. You could have said something. You could have had some type of comeback. You just sitting there like, you took it off of me, Trick. I wish I would.